What's up everybody, it's June 14th, 2016 and we're carrying on with a week of E3 here on Level Up. This is our daily video game news show where we bring you the latest and greatest stories from within the industry as they break. Like I said yesterday, we're doing things a little differently this week. We're going through all of the big 5 conferences as they've happened at E3 over the last couple of days. We'll then also have a bonus video at the end of the week where we go through the best of the rest stories. Today we're going to be talking about Bethesda and their conference. They formally opened E3 with their conference because obviously EA was nothing to do with E3 technically, and they started it with a huge bang by announcing a brand new Quake. Now, there's been hopes that they were going to be bringing this back ever since they took on id and obviously got the IP of it, but Quake Champions is a real thing. It's an arena shooter. It's coming to PC only. Full focus on that multiplayer arena shooter, what Quake 3 Arena was all about. Can't wait to see more of this. We're going to see more of it at QuakeCon in the summer. Wasn't too much revealed other than the trailer that you would have seen there, but really excited to see that Quake is going to be a thing once again. Next up, they then moved on to the Elder Scrolls card strategy game, which I don't really care about. I'm sure some of you do. There was more stuff. I really don't care. I didn't listen, so we'll move straight on to the next segment. And that's when they were talking about Fallout 4. They revealed that there's going to be 2 new workshop expansions coming over the coming months. And more importantly, what they gave a bigger focus on was the Fallout Shelter mobile game that was really successful. They had 50 million players who have downloaded this game and enjoyed it since they announced it at E3 last year. They have confirmed that quests will be coming to the game and also that the game will be arriving on PC in July, so next month. So hopefully that game seems to be building a little bit of traction. I had a little bit of fun with it on the mobile, kind of got a little bit bored after a while, but the fact that quests are coming, that does give me a little bit more incentive to maybe go back and check out more of it. After that, we got possibly the biggest reveal in terms of what everyone wanted, and it was a new Elder Scrolls, or well, I say new, it was actually Skyrim remastered. Had been leaked before the conference, made it official, showed it off, comparing it to the old game, looking beautiful as always, and mods are going to be available on the console, and it is coming this year on October the 28th. So that October window is starting to get busy now with remaster of Skyrim, and we announced just yesterday about Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1, so October filling up nicely. Next on that, they moved on to Arcadia Studios' new game, which is Prey. A reboot of the series. Prey 2 was long in development, seemingly cancelled, but the series is coming back. This is, if you're not familiar with it, it's a first-person psychological thriller game. Looked really cool from the trailer. Really excited to see more of this game. They did confirm it will be coming in 2017, so a little bit further out. I'm sure we'll see more of it either at the end of the year or early next year, but definitely one to keep your eye on. Really excited that this series is coming back. But continuing with that and the first-person shooters that Bethesda seem to have in abundance now, they talked Doom, their recent release, which is getting really good critical acclaim. They've confirmed the first piece of DLC, which is going to be called Unto the Evil. This is going to include 3 new maps, some new weapons, armor, etc., all that stuff. You see a little trailer for it playing there. So, obviously, like I said, critically acclaimed. I think it's doing quite well in the sales, but if you were a little bit unsure about Doom, didn't know whether or not you wanted to buy it, they did also confirm that the very first level of Doom is available to download and play for free this week. So effectively call it a demo, whatever. Todd Howard made a little joke on stage that it was the shareware, which is what older people used to call free stuff and downloads before it became a thing. So that's really exciting. They also then went back to their old Elder Scrolls franchise and talked a little bit more about Elder Scrolls Online, saying how well it's done on the consoles and stuff, and announced new expansions or DLCs and stuff like that. You see a trailer for that there. Again, unfortunately, it's not really something that I'm interested in, but I'm sure a lot of you are fans of it, so you can find more information online. You're not going to find it from me because I will just speak ignorantly of it. And then, this was possibly, I think, the biggest announcement, not in terms of new games, but they confirmed that Bethesda are getting into the VR game. So they're going to be they're investing on the HTC Vive platform, and confirmed that both Doom and Fallout 4 will be coming to the Vive next year. So that's something that's really, really exciting. You know, those worlds going into hell with all the violence, and then also going into the wasteland in first person VR. That's something that definitely is a really good scoop for HTC to have on their Vive platform, and hopefully seeing Bethesda bring their big first party AAA games to it, that we maybe might start to see more of these games kind of start going over. It's all good for VR at the end of the day, but looks like Bethesda could be one of the first. And then closing out their conference in a big way, we saw a lot more of Dishonored 2. They showed off quite a lengthy gameplay footage, about 7-8 minutes. You're obviously not going to see it all there, so I really recommend you go and check that out online, showing about how all of these different ways you can encounter, and obviously it's a non-scripted. The footage they showed was non-scripted as well, and there's so many different ways to take down all of your enemies. It's basically a first-person stealth game. Think Assassin's Creed, but it has that kind of look and feel, aesthetic almost, of a Bioshock game. Looks really cool. There's going to be 2 characters that you'll be able to play as, and on top of the really long gameplay footage that you saw, and then a gameplay trailer they also released. More importantly, as amazing as this game looks, they finally confirmed that this will be coming out this year on November 11th. So there's another game into that 4-week period window, so you better start saving up. A lot of really good games starting to fill dates now with 2016. Really excited to play this. Looks really cool. My favourite part of the footage, which you'll see, is where you can kind of use this device to kind of flip through different times in this building, so you can kind of, almost like a portal through time, and use it to kind of jump out onto enemies and kill them and jump back out and stuff. It looks really, really cool. Can't wait to play more of this. They also confirmed that if you pre-order the game, that you will, for a limited time, be able to get the definitive edition of the first Dishonored on PS4, Xbox One for free. So that's definitely something for you to check out if you are new to the series. And that was it. So no Wolfenstein. No, although saying that there was a potential tease of Wolfenstein as they went into the intro of the Quake trailer. There's a load of kind of like data on the screen that shows all these games and like dates, and then there was this something with a blank date, which kind of potentially could be a Wolfenstein game. We don't know, obviously. That might just be a tease, but that wasn't confirmed. No Evil Within 2 wasn't confirmed, which were also rumours. So plenty more for Bethesda still to come out with. But overall, a decent conference. Not a great conference. It was a little bit all over the place, the way Elder Scrolls kept coming back in. But I think definitely better, just on the fact that we saw Prey and Quake and the VR announcements. That automatically made it better than EA's yesterday, which had nothing new really. So we'll move on to tomorrow to Xbox, and hopefully the shows will keep getting better and better. Make sure you come back to check that one out for you. If you let me know down below as well what you think about this conference, how it was received. Are you excited for Quake? Are you excited for Prey? Are you excited for Dishonored and all of that stuff? Let us know, and make sure you come back tomorrow, as I said, for more E3 coverage. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all next time.